Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a quick non-spoiler review of Timeless issue number 1, which just released yesterday at the time of this recording from Marvel Comics. This is their end of the year one-shot. They do one of these kind of like last week of the year one-shots. This is to end off 2022 every year, and it usually tells us a little bit about the future, these new upcoming events that are going to be happening in the next year of Marvel Comics, right? It says it right on the cover there. The future of the Marvel Universe revealed. So Kang is on the cover. We had another one of these Timeless one-shots last year. It was by the same writer, by one of the same artists even, I'm pretty sure. So this is kind of a very similar thing to what we had last year, but I think this one actually set up a lot more than the one last year. I am going to show some of the artwork in here just as a heads up, but definitely no spoilers in this review. It basically just follows Kang. We see him looking for this new concept that's introduced in this issue, which is called the missing moment. It's this 1 second in time that he's somehow not able to access. It might be the key to this greater treasure that some adventurer has to find at some point, and his mission right now is to find the missing moment. So I think this idea of the missing moment will definitely end up playing a big part into 2023 at Marvel Comics. The main thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit in this video though, which is a little bit spoilery but not exactly, is I just wanted to show the issues where we see little panels that show what's going to happen in the next year, right? We got the same thing last year when I did my review of Timeless number 1. Last year I did the same thing, but I'll just show these pages because there's some interesting things that are in the corners of these pages here that show what we can expect from 2023, and a lot of these things are things that we already knew was going to happen, right? I will say though, before we get into that, the artwork in here was really well done. We had 3 different artists on this book. It was Greg Land, Pat Zurcher, and Salvador LaRocca. So some of the staples of Marvel Comics, right? Pretty good artwork in here. And the writing by Jed MacKay was also pretty well done. I just also wasn't that big of a fan in general of the plot that we had in this issue. I thought it was a little bit of a chore to get through, which I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, we have Doctor Strange in the corner there. We know that he's going to be coming back, and Jed MacKay himself is going to be writing the new ongoing Doctor Strange series. It looks like here we have the X-Men's headquarters in New York being burned down. That might have to do with that Fall of X event that's going to be happening soon. In the middle here, we have Beast with a bunch of clones of himself. I'm not reading X-Men stuff, but I know that Beast has been doing some shady stuff behind the scenes. We've got Tony Stark drinking again, which is happening in the new Iron Man series. Not sure what's going on here. Maybe some sort of Captain America thing. And then I'm not sure about this either. It's kind of unclear. But yeah, I'd say Jed MacKay definitely is one of my favorite writers in general, having written this issue, but I'll show some more artwork in here. Basically, the whole issue was just this team that's kind of like themed to be like Arthurian times, right? So different like Lancelot names, stuff like that. Which I'm not that big of a fan of in general. I think that kind of stuff in comics is really, really boring. And the whole issue was just him talking with these characters and fighting them. They're both looking for the missing moment. And we've got this new character, Murden, who seems to be also looking for the missing moment that's going to end up maybe being the main villain behind whatever this missing moment storyline is going to turn into. Here's another page of the future stuff revealed, though. We've got this weird 3-fingered version of Spider-Man. This crow creature, who knows what's going on there. It looks like here we've got Bishop in armor and another X-Men character. This probably also has to do with Fall of X. That's going to be a pretty big event, it's seeming. We've got Luke Cage's Mayor, which already happened. I don't know what's significant about showing him here. Maybe he's going to get his own series or something. 777. This might have to do with Mephisto or something, some sort of lottery thing. Who knows? Red Goblin is getting his own series, so there's that too. Honestly, there weren't too many that exciting. There weren't too many exciting panels here of future Marvel Universe stuff going on, because there's a lot of stuff here that we already knew was going to happen anyway. I think we've got one more page if I can find it. But I will give you guys a score out of 10 for this issue while I look for this last page. I think I'll probably give this issue specifically, I want to say like a 5 out of 10. I know that's really low, so maybe a 6 out of 10. I'm not sure. I just didn't really enjoy the issue itself that much for what it was, because of it just being kind of a chore to get through, but I think it did set up well whatever's going to be coming in here. And I like seeing Kang as a main character, even though he's a villain. It's really interesting. If you guys have read that miniseries that was fully dedicated to Kang that came out last year, I do recommend that one. But here's our last page of the future stuff revealed. Namor and Black Panther running somewhere together. It might have to do with Jason Aaron's run of Avengers. They've been working together in that. This is the one that got me really excited. I was like smiling when I saw this. Was really excited to see this. Pet Avengers reassembled, right? We've got all of the original Pet Avengers, plus I think that's Lucky, Hawkeye's dog. Pet Avengers is one of my favorite storylines from Marvel ever, one of my favorite teams for sure. So hopefully we actually get a new Pet Avengers series, or at least them teaming up somehow. That'd be awesome. And then we've got this Ghost Rider Wolverine hybrid. We've got Xeno, the organization from X-Force, looking at some sort of resurrection egg. and then Captain Marvel turning into a Brood hybrid, which is going to be happening in that new like X-Men Captain Marvel crossover Revenge of the Brood story arc that they're doing. I'll show one last page of artwork here. For the most part, not anything too exciting. I did like the artwork. The writing was okay, but yeah, like I said, a little bit of a chore to get through. As an issue, not the greatest. 6 out of 10 from me. But definitely read it because it's going to set up some big stuff happening. And before I end the review, I just want to show this last page. It says, "The quest for the missing moment continues in 2023 in The Avengers." So I think this is telling us that Jed MacKay is going to be writing the new Avengers title, unless he's just setting up this whole missing moment storyline for someone else to come on board. But, you know, it makes sense for him to be writing Avengers. He's a big Marvel writer right now. He's on the come up. And yeah, Jason Aaron's run on Avengers is ending. So yeah, that's about it for this review. I hope you guys got some good info from this, and hopefully you'll check out Timeless if you want to find out more about the Marvel Universe. It's not really a strong recommendation from me, but it will provide you a little bit more context for the new year if you're a big fan of Marvel Comics. Otherwise, I'd say you could probably skip this one. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. Happy New Year. Stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.